Hey guys, it's Leo, and it's time to talk about episode 2 of She-Ra and the Princesses of Power. I am kind of overwhelmed after watching this episode because so many things happened. I am kind of impressed because they put on so much into such a small episode, and it's kind of hard to even start talking about it. The episode started with such a nice scene, with Adora turned into She-Ra already, getting all scared and shocked with the fact that she turned into someone else, and her reaction was amazing. After that, we saw them going into a new place, a different place, and we learned that Adora can read a language that is old, and I think that they're putting on so many nuances into Adora's character that I think that she is going to be such an interesting person to follow and to learn more about the story and, all of this. I think that Adora is set to be a great character because of all of those things and all of those secrets, and we're going to learn a lot about her. And one of the things that really caught my attention is the fact that the Horde hid so many things about her, and I don't think that she actually questioned those things. She was simply very passive about it, even though she felt like she was missing things. She was missing something in her life. She was missing parts of her life and of her memories, of her story and of her background. And, she was missing all of those things. And, why can she read those scriptures? Why can she read that language that is so forgotten? What is really going on with her? And what is the source of that knowledge? Do they teach that language in the Horde, in the place that she lives, that I forgot the name already? Or does she learn because she has that inside of her? I don't think that it was clear in this episode. And then we had a very strong back and forth with Glimmer and Bow. Bow was trying to be like the pacifier among their relationship, and I think Adora accepted her position as a prisoner of both of them very easily. She didn't really try to fight back, or she didn't really try to, get out of that position. She accepted that very easily, and I think that it was intentional because she wanted to follow them to see where they were going and how and why those things were happening to her. At the same time, I feel like Glimmer wanted to be the special person Adora is. Glimmer is a character that is full of nuances as well, and I am really enjoying her. And I was surprised with Bow because Bow was trying to be the pacifier. I actually thought that they were trying to create a couple there with Adora and Bow. They were trying to bring them together. And I am surprised with him with something I'm gonna say later. Because then they got into a new city. They were able to find that place, the ruins, and there were lots of things. And when that hologram appeared, I thought, okay, Adora is the one that's going to be able to talk to that and to be able to, interact with that hologram. But she didn't even try. I mean, she tried saying some words, but I mean, she should have tried using the sword. She didn't because of Glimmer, basically because of Glimmer, but I was expecting Adora to be more active, and to grab the sword from Glimmer's hand and use it, but she didn't. That kind of surprised me because that feels that, I mean, I'm not an expert in Adora's character, and it's only episode 2, but it felt a little bit out of character from what she's been building so far. But I feel like now I'm thinking about it, and I can kind of understand where she's coming from, because she wanted to be in a good place with Glimmer and Bow because she needed them so that she can find her answers. So yeah, that's not so out of character. Yeah, I think I'm changing my mind about that. Anyway, so after that, they went into a city. They were able to escape that place, and we were able to see that Glimmer, she is still learning how to use her powers. She's still learning, she's still developing her powers, and she's still trying to get stronger as a princess. And another back and forth that was nice that was when Adora called her a princess and said that princes are the biggest villains ever, and they're horrible people. And it's interesting to see a story in which princesses are portrayed like that. And well, that's not the case of She-Ra, but you know, it's interesting to see someone saying things like that about princesses, right? Because we're used to see princesses as a very passive type of character, even though it's changing nowadays. But, you know, we've been brought up with the idea of the princess, of the damsel in distress. And when they got into this new city, we were able to see how people are brought. In the Horde. They don't celebrate birthdays, they don't know what a party is, they're very focused on their mission of becoming fighters, probably. And we were able to see that in Adora's character in a very fun way. I loved watching her, you know, discovering new things and new foods and new ways of having fun. It was really nice, and you know, it was a way of developing Adora's character and also showing how the Horde treats their people. At the same time, we saw Catra again, and Catra, I think that in this episode, we were able to see lots of things about her. Again, in such a small episode with not so many scenes about Catra, we were able to see so many things about her. And then the Horde attacked that city they were in, and in that moment, so many things happened. The first thing that happened was the fact that when the Horde attacked, Adora started understanding what the Horde really is, and she doesn't agree with their ways. And then Glimmer wanted to have Adora in her side and help them in that fight against the Horde. And Bow was the one that said, "Didn't Adora betray us?" He said something like that. And I was like, you were the one that was actually bringing Adora to your side. And, you know, I feel like Bow was trying to bring her to his side, to their side, and to create a unity there. But he didn't really believe in Adora 100%. And Glimmer, she didn't believe in Adora at all at the start, but then she started warming up to her and seeing her in good eyes. And when things got really hard, she really believed in Adora. So that was an interesting choice they made. And so Adora tried. You know, she tried to make the Horde stop, but they didn't. And when she had a confrontation with Catra, Catra felt really betrayed because she thought Adora was being kidnapped and she was being kept. But she wasn't. She was there by her own will. She had opportunities to escape. She had opportunities to leave Glimmer and Bow. She didn't. She was there because she wanted to be. And she discovered lots of things about the Horde, especially because they were being manipulated. And that was an interesting thing about Catra, because she knew they were being manipulated. Catra was, or is, smart enough to know things like that. And that was an interesting choice, again, because Catra, she lets herself be manipulated because one day she knows she's going to be the top of the game and she is going to be the one calling the shots and probably manipulating other people. And that's not what Adora wants to do at all. And then the confrontation starts, they're able to break free from each other. And then Glimmer and Bow, they both help Adora, and Adora gets the sword back from Glimmer, and she's able to turn into She-Ra. And she's able to turn into She-Ra with a Magical Girl style transformation. I was shocked because the transformation is beautiful. We've seen parts of the transformation in the trailer, but now we saw it completely, and I thought it was gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And it's interesting because when she transforms into She-Ra, she grows up. And it's not, she doesn't really get like a little older. No, she actually grows. She's way bigger than other people. Not only taller, she's bigger. You know, it's kind of strange. She looks like kind of an entity. And it's great because when she turns into She-Ra, she doesn't speak. She doesn't talk. She actually portrays herself like a goddess, you know, and an entity, a different thing. And that's magical. That's really magical. So episode 2 brought up so many things, so much story development, new stuff into such a small episode. I thought it was gorgeous. My it might have been a little bit rushed, but I think that it's a good thing because we're talking about a show, a small show, you know, a short show, not a small show, a short show. And we don't have time to dwell on things. It's not a 50 episode show like Precure. So they have to do it quickly. And they were able to add comedy, drama, friendship, you know, action into one episode, and it was amazing. I loved episode 2, and now I'm even more hooked on She-Ra. Anyways, guys, that was my opinion on episode 2. I'm going to watch episode 3 right now because I'm really excited to see more. And I'll see you in my next video, probably tomorrow, about episode 3, episode 4, and so on. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye bye!